But anyhow, following the divorce, what do I do in terms of dating? People came to my rescue. My lawyer introduced me to people. I met men through other people, and everybody was so nice to me because I was under the impression nobody would like me. Nobody would want to be my boyfriend. And I was so surprised because I had a lot of dates and a couple of boyfriends that I was interested in, although I never remarried. But I did have a very funny experience that I wanted to share. He was a family lawyer, and somebody fixed me up with him. So we had a blind date and we had lunch. And after that, he invited me out, for dinner. So he came to my house, and he's dressed beautifully. He has a silk jacket on, a silk shirt, a nice tie, beautiful pants and shoes. And I said to him, "Would you like a glass of wine?" Now we're in the kitchen, and my dog Lucy is barking, and my son is upstairs in his room with loud music. And my date said, "Yeah, I would like a glass of wine." But he said I wanted red wine. So I got the bottle of wine out, and I put a corkscrew in, and somehow the cork fell into the bottle, and red wine went all over him. So I said, "Don't move." I got a sponge. I sponged him off with water, and I said, "Just stay there." And I ran upstairs and got my hair dryer, and I came down and I dried him off. There wasn't a stain on. So we go to dinner, and he was a good sport about it. The next date we had, I invited him to a Las Vegas night, a fundraiser at the Brentwood Country Club. So we went, and he bid on they had these biddings on different things you could give money to, and one was a trip to Puerto Vallarta, and he won, and he wanted me to go with him, and I said, "I can't go with you, I don't even know you that well." So we had to give the tickets to somebody else. Third date I had with him, I said, I was on radio, so I had tickets to everything, every theatrical event in town. So I said, "I have these tickets to see these jugglers at the Doolittle Theater in like 3 weeks. Will you go?" So he said, "Sure, but I have to go to New York. I'm going to a wedding, and when I come back, I'll be back in time." We went to New York, came back just in time for our date and the theater date. We go to dinner, and he said to me, "I met the woman I'm going to marry in New York." I said, "Is that someone you knew?" He says, "No." He said, "But I'm going to marry her." So, I was becoming interested in him. So that sort of took me aback. So we went to see the jugglers, and we're sitting in the first row. The jugglers pointed to my date to come up on the stage because they were going to throw knives. He refused to go. The second act, the jugglers had something to do with water and a hose, and they pointed the hose to my date and squirted him with water all over him. I started to laugh because I was so happy. I just thought that was wonderful, and I could not stop laughing. He did not laugh. I laughed all the way home. Now, if anybody ever asked him what he thought of me, he would answer that I think she's a nut job. So that took care of that, and he did marry the woman. The last time I saw Charlie was at our daughter's, Suzanne's, wedding. And I didn't know how he would, receive me. But when I got there, and I went there with a date, someone that was actually his friend, quite a while ago, and he seemed happy to see me. He gave me a big hug when he first saw me. This was at the Bel Air Hotel, and the wedding went on beautifully, and I danced with Charlie. And Charlie was a very good dancer. In fact, when we were married, we used to go dancing at Macombo's, which was a club here in Hollywood, a popular club. We'd go dancing at Ciro's. We would go dancing at the Palladium. And he was good. So I forgot how good he was. So we danced, and the room stood still because he was married a third time. And she was at the wedding. In fact, she planned the wedding, and she said she hoped I liked it, which I did. So it was good. It was good to see him, and that was about 3 years before he passed away. As he said, that the only thing that is permanent in life are memories. And so I have good memories of our marriage. I liked our marriage. I was crazy about Charlie. And he never bored me. And I had a friend who said to me, "It's too bad he didn't bore you." I said, "He never did." So that's that. Anyhow, I did make a lot of very, very good girlfriends. Everybody was new. There's nobody left over from, when I was married. And I feel very lucky that I have such good friends. I feel grateful and lucky that I managed to do all the things I wanted to do, or I tried everything I wanted to try that was of interest to me, and I'm satisfied. So I hope you all enjoy my journey and enjoy Charlie and me, and thank you very much for watching.